Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and we're going to talk about this Leo full moon taking place tomorrow. And so we have this full moon in Leo at 5 degrees 14, and this full moon is all about expansion, I feel. So we're going to have to prepare yourself, trust in any divine detours or anything that's kind of being played out through divine orchestration. Numerologically, the date of the full moon breaks down to a 16, which is a tower energy. And with this full moon at 5 degrees 14, that is Hierophant energy with the Temperance. And so the sun is going to be opposing the moon, right? The sun in Aquarius will be in the 9th house of Capricorn, opposing the moon in Leo. That will be in the opposite house, the 3rd house of Cancer. And so there's a lot of higher thought processes shifting. We are at this precipice of the alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end of the spiritual journey. And so we're breaking free. There's going to be a lot of profound intuitive downloads, tapping us into this wider understanding, I feel, of the social order of New Earth. And these vast horizons. So get ready for a breakdown, for a breakthrough. And so we're analyzing a lot of energies right now that are kind of being downloaded collectively. And so let's talk about these aspects playing out with the moon. We're going to have the moon square Jupiter. And I was shown the Magician with the Ace of Wands. And so this energy is applying, which means it's building. The Magician with the Ace of Wands is untapped, unbound potential, right? The Magician harnesses all of the elements, all of the tools. The Magician is willing to shed the old to bring in the new. And so the Magician is connected to Virgo and Gemini energy. And so pay attention to prominent Virgo and Gemini placements in your chart or within your housing side, because I do feel that holds a significance in these energies. Squares are very hard energies. They're usually like a tower, a breakdown of some sort. We also have the moon in Leo in an opposition to Pluto, creating a separating degree of 505. This is a massive sync for change and transformation. 5 is connected to the energy of the Hierophant, which would also be connected to the energy of like God's mercy, his grace, his favor is what I channeled. And so the 0 is God's infinite source, infinite power. And so this is a very intense full moon. It is activating some very intense, complex feelings. There's going to be extremities when it comes to mood swings and behavior. So you're going to want to stay grounded, because there are a lot of dark emotions being triggered within the Capricorn and Cancer axis, which is really highlighting a lot of emotional manipulation in the collective. So this moon is also going to be sextile the ascendant in Gemini. So that is the twin energy. I was shown the High Priestess and Judgment. It's also forming an opposition to the 10th house in Aquarius at 8 degrees 11. That's karma. That is what goes around, comes around. And that is at a 2 degrees 59 separation. And so this was High Priestess, 3 of Swords. I feel get ready to be wide open was the energy, wide open in the heart, especially when it comes to the Leo Aquarius axis. That's what's triggering all of these very extreme emotions as well. And so all of these dark emotions can become very fierce and very frightening as this sacred rage kind of comes to the surface. It's a lot of irrational control games being exposed, a lot of inner turmoil, which is going to lead to a lot of outer external drama. It could also trigger feelings of hopelessness, jealousy, fear, overwhelming fear, and obsessiveness. So we're here to break free from these limiting chains. And so there's going to be life-altering changes coming, and change is always for the better, right? Change is always for the better. So how can you embrace these changes with an open mind? 444 on the timer. We are divinely directed and protected as we go through this uncaging. There's a need for us to take back control of our life with this massive global heart awakening taking place. And so meditation, yoga, deep breathing is what we need to do to work through these energies. Journaling is another good tool to help clear your mind as you explore all of these overwhelming thoughts and feelings and Akashic memories being activated. So whatever answers you have been searching for, I think they're coming forward in this full moon's illumination. Be patient with yourself was another download, and just kind of enjoy the ride, right? Enjoy the presence of the spiritual journey. We don't have all of the answers. We don't know for sure what the future will bring, but I do feel there is a new beginning here with a lot of infinite possibilities. And so 0 is always a very positive energy. It's an uplifting energy. It's the genesis. It's a sign saying there's a new beginning here. But we first have to embrace some changes first, right? The 5 is all about change. And so 0 is this very incredible spiritual energy. It's a very spiritual number, and it's the bond that we have between humans and the higher beings. It is the genesis. It is the void. And so we got to go to this zeroing out of this karma to reconnect to the infinite. And so it's in the darkest, deepest moments of our lives that we are most connected to these higher beings. And so I feel it's a sign of the times that we are shifting. We're shifting from a 3D world to a more spiritual 5D connected world where we are learning to connect to our angels and our guides. And so 5 is representing the positivity of the change, to find the determination of embracing these changes. We're going to possess the energy we need to face our fears and overcome any blockages with resourcefulness. So there's a lot of spiritual cosmic intelligence being activated with this newfound Ace of Wands creativity, I feel, being activated. And so the 0 is a massive predictive energy of change and new beginning. But 5 is like, how are you going to face these changes, right? 5, we got a little leeway to play with the energy of 5. We have to face the changes head on, really. And that's the only way to create a positive outcome. When we ignore what needs to change, when we ignore the power of the 5, which is going to be doubled in this energy of the full moon, then things get very tricky. So I just feel there's a hidden 50 in the 505. And I always see, if you look at 505, it kind of looks like SOS. And so it's like people are kind of just begging for a lifeline in the energies, right? And so 50 represents the 10 of Cups. Isn't that what we all strive for, right? We all want the 10 of Cups. Who doesn't want the 10 of Cups? It represents spiritual growth, personal growth, family growth, emotional growth. Ultimately, it leads to the pinnacle of the happiest life you can live, right? Who doesn't want that? But the 10 has to start somewhere, and it starts at the Ace, which is self-love. And so we're learning to give thanks to the challenges, right? We're entering a period of collective spiritual growth. And so we need to adapt to the higher frequencies. We need to purge any disrespecting energies in our lives in order to build that solid foundation of self. Because we cannot build a solid relationship with another if we don't have a solid foundation of self. So how can you work on establishing that solid foundation of self? And with an open mind and with an open heart, because it's time to break away from relationship drama. It's time to start breaking away from the hurt and the pain that holds us back, was a big message. So if you're in a toxic relationship, I do feel get ready to take action to end it for good during this time period. I also feel 505 is a very clear indication that twin flame union and reunion is close. So if you've been looking for that sign or that sync, that twin flame reunion is close. I do feel if you've been in separation, your divine masculine or whoever you've been pining after is going through some life-altering changes for this new beginning. Because we do have to keep that oath and that promise to the higher energy. So I do feel separation with the twin flame collective is reaching an end coming up here. But reunion first and foremost has to come with self, and you have to be willing to open your heart and your mind to accept your twin flame with open heart and an open mind, so you can talk to them about what you want out of the relationship moving forward. Nothing changes without communication. So I just feel we're in this pinnacle of very specific cosmic energies. We're in biblical prophesized times playing out. And so we kind of do need to connect to God and Jesus's mercy and grace right now, so we don't get pulled down into the lower energies. It's really a sign of the times and the prophecies playing out. And so I do feel God's infinite power is love. So how can you open up to the blessing of love from the divine and the universe? So we're going to jump in with the Archangel Metatron deck again today. Very much connected to Archangel Metatron the last few days. I did a lot of close work with Archangel Metatron at the beginning of my ascension journey back in 2019 and 2020. Okay, connection and attunement. There's the yoga energy, so you might want to just do yoga. This is like the Kundalini rising, so we got to do something with the energy buildup. 11:11 on the timer, and then we get dimensional gateway. And that's where we're at, guys. There is a major collective initiation, 33. That is master number 33, connected to Gnostic knowledge, connected to the Freemasonries, connected to the heretics, right, of the journey for the twins. Interesting. Very interesting energies. Let's keep going here and see what message needs to come through for the collective. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, if you haven't done that already. Check out the description box below. There you will see an option to join the channel, the membership side of the channel. And over there, we're going to do weekly Thursday lives. We're going to do ascension chats. We're going to talk about twin flame alignment. We're going to do card pulls. We're going to have special guests. It's going to just be a fun, safe place for all of us to connect in a membership section. Okay, clarity. We really need to go within and embrace this void, right? And so really connect to Mother Earth. I feel Mother Earth is grounding us all right now. We got to ground the energies, and we got to conquer our fears. Wow. So there's a lot being activated when it comes to divine feminine creation right now. I am launching a tarot class, guys. It is starting on, I believe it's February 6th. It's a Tuesday. It's a 5-week class. If you'd like to join the online tarot class, there is a link below. If you'd like to book a reading with me, check out the link to the web page below. I'd love to get that booked in for you. There's that untapped Kundalini energy and the light body activation. And so I do feel very much guided to do a video to talk about ascension and why does it hurt so much. But we are in this energy of self-love, nurturance. I do feel massive heart healing, 1313. So we're going to see what else needs to come through for the collective. There is definitely a Kundalini activation taking place, and the Madonna and the mothering energy with the blue throat chakra, 29. So that is the completion of a cycle. 29 is where we kind of sludge up the drudge, and we did that in the Capricornian sludge. And so we're kind of tying up loose ends for these new building blocks, for this new life, this new cycle. Okay, look at, and that came out in the daily message. So higher realms and magic, boundaries. So it's like the key, and so something about key, well, key 14 would be the temperance. And so there's something I feel being alchemized when it comes to the heart, the emerald heart, green heart. And then we get the codependency. It's time to fly, right? Another key, the key to freedom is to break the chains of codependencies. And so trauma bonds have deep, deep karmic roots. And so we're clearing thousands of years of outdated soul contracts that we've been locked into collectively. And so we're clearing this karma right now. And so a reprioritization is taking place for these divine unions, I do feel, so we can fully tap into our authentic self. And I do believe that was a strong message that came through in the monthly for Cancer was, who am I, right? And the Cancer Capricorn axis is very prominent this full moon. And so who are you? Who are you? I think would be a really good question to ask yourself as we go into the depths of this inner child healing for this expansion and creation in our lives. So Mother Earth, connect to the earth. It's like these seeds have been planted for this awakening, and we're finally starting to see seeds sprout. It's like seeing all these little lights come back up online, right? So let's jump in with some tarot, and let's see what else needs to come through. Oh, the Wheel reversed, the King of Pentacles reversed. And if that isn't a Tower, I don't know what is. That is a huge release of materialistic pursuits. That is a very ungrounded energy. And this is like putting the brakes on something. Did you see that? So, oh, and now he's upright. So somebody might be losing it all to release a stuck situation that isn't going anywhere. And so you don't have to be a masculine. The King of Coins is a masculine energy, but I feel it's like time to plant the seeds energy. And so receiving the rewards for being patient as well. I'm sure you hear my little one back there. I do feel we're being asked to release any unnecessary worry, because there is an ending that will lead to a new beginning, but somebody here, I think, has been holding on to an ending for dear life because of the material aspects of it. And so this is like a huge release of the material world. And that is a big part of the awakening journey. And so there's positive change around the corner, but I don't think it's going to come in feeling very positive, but it will lead to some positive changes. Give me 1 second, guys. So the kids are home today. We woke up to freezing rain and the roads being like an ice rink. So there was no buses running today. So sorry for the interruption. It's time to get honest and to do some deep-seated heart healing. That is what this Leo full moon is bringing in. Great sadness, right? That will heal with time. And so we can't go into a fresh new cycle until we purge the old pain on the heart, and that is a light body activation. So there's a lot of spiritual energy floating around in the collective right now, and so there's going to be a lot of personal growth that will come from this heart healing. And so this is a need to just get really honest, right? So it's kind of like the energy of Excalibur's sword. You and only you can do the deep inner work and get honest with yourself and do this heart healing, right? There might be a need to heal a past misunderstanding where maybe communication has been blocked and things have been icy cold. There is a need to overcome obstacles with clear communication. So let's see what needs to come through for the collective. This is about truth, like the holy truth. And change can never, ever be created without honesty, right? So you can't create change until you're willing to get honest with yourself about what needs to change. So the Four of Swords came out in reversed with the Page of Swords, which is the Three of Swords reversed, pretty much with the Ace of Swords. So take a baby step if you must, but take that step. And so take a baby step if you must, but take that step. So this full moon is saying there's going to be a revelation that will make everything crystal clear. Okay, and so get ready to receive some insights. Get ready to go within and meditate this full moon. There is a need to take a step back and allow yourself to receive the messages before moving forward. There's huge potential for transformation, for transforming how we even communicate within relationships. And so it's like the signs have been cautioning somebody. There is a need to release some fear when it comes to taking action. We could have somebody needing to go and confront an ex where maybe they've withheld a long overdue conversation, and that has created third party energy. So that could be third party too, right? So we could have a masculine needing to go back to an ex. We could have an ex here that is holding on to bitterness, or vice versa, right? And so bitterness will create third party energy, right? We can't project that onto another. And so this is a really magical time of shedding. I feel shedding the old to bring in the new. And so we can manifest a lot of success during this period. But I do believe there needs to be a lesson learned when it comes to the extremes of giving and receiving. And so there's also some blocked communication. We could have a feminine here, like, no, I don't even want to hear it. You have to be open to receiving a message, But I do feel there is this energy of accepting responsibility, stepping into the spotlight. There could be anger here as well being activated, but it is opening us up to a beautiful new emotional experience. I do feel there's a need to not be overly sensitive to criticism, because I do think triggers are being pulled in the energy. And so there might be the resurgence of somebody from the past. This could also be just like a renewal within a current situation where there's been a lot of blocks. So we got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we've got Aries, Leo, Sag. And so we got a Queen of Swords here, I feel, fueling the fire, maybe looking for a fight. And that might send somebody packing, because it's been like this clinging to something toxic, which has prevented this Ace of Wands, right? This new untapped potential. Yeah, so breaking the chains. Breaking the chains of something toxic. Breaking the chains and stripping yourself of illusions. Maybe when it comes to two people that aren't working out anymore. But I do feel healing these divine counterpart unions. And so get ready to receive a message. Get ready to receive a message if you are a divine feminine who has just been patiently waiting, receiving insights. I do feel there is an offer coming. There is an amazing opportunity coming here after a long period of somebody hiding their true emotions. There's going to be a waterfall release of emotions, and this is going to trigger a wake-up call, a transformation, and an ending that will lead to a new beginning. And this just might be the release of some very unwise motives, questionable motives. And so an ending, a release, a spiritual transformation, a significant life experience or tower that is going to shift somebody's consciousness playing out, I feel, during this Leo full moon. And so how can you stay grounded? How can you stay grounded in these energies? Because somebody knows it's time to take action. And I do feel there's a lot of heightened psychic abilities in the energies. So how can we close this reading off? Yeah, there's an incoming message. Get ready to receive a message. There's somebody here that might have recently recognized where they've been keeping themselves stuck in some type of contract. But there is like the closing of old contracts for these twin flame unions to come together. So there's a release of a very complacent situation taking place. I do feel there's a need to release any fear around an ending, and somebody here is getting ready to take ownership and to take action. There's going to be a breakthrough. So there is a very significant soul connection here, and there is going to be a breakthrough. I just feel somebody's put in a lot of hard work. I do feel an intuitive here, a very gifted intuitive here that's put in a lot of work to overcome codependencies, is enjoying being single, is not giving anything to anybody that doesn't reciprocate. Her cup is covered. And so this is creating a breakthrough. Your breakthrough, your hard work has paid off. So get ready for some type of journey. Somebody's going to be journeying towards Queen of Coins with a message. I do feel, because they're losing their peace of mind. I feel somebody left something behind and they're coming back. They're coming back with a whack load of truth. They're like, help me, is what it feels like. So there's going to be an unexpected choice in love, and we are stripping those illusions. So somebody is leaving an unrequited love situation behind to go towards a new higher contract is what I'm feeling. So rejuvenation, baby, that's what I got. I really hope this helped, guys. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal reading, like I said, check out the description box below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to not miss out on the special live tomorrow for the all signs zodiac reading at noon Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you all over there. Have a great day, everybody.